More stakeholders across the country, including political actors and civil society groups, have continued to express strong opposition to the proposed protection of Soverignty Bill 2026, raising concerns over its consistency with the Constitution of Uganda. Among those speaking out is People's Front for Freedom, which has openly criticized the proposed legislations, describing it as one that advances narrow and selfish interests rather than serving the broader needs of Ugandans. The party executive chairperson, Elias Walukago, has cautioned against what he described as the potential introduction of a bad law, warning that such legislations could undermine democratic principles and constitutional governance if passed in its current form.
We shall all be victims of these particular legislations, including the members of parliament if they legislate it in the current form.
Lukwago emphasized the importance of safeguarding the rule of law, urging lawmakers to carefully review the bill and ensure that any legal framework introduced aligns fully with constitutional provisions and the right of citizens.
We have not seen any clause here that speaks about domestic threats to the sovereignty of the people of Uganda. And there are so many, they are widespread.
The growing resistance is not limited to political parties. Other key stakeholders, including the Uganda Medical Association, as well as women leaders and civil society actors, have also voiced their concerns, highlighting possible negative implications of the bill on governance, rights, and public accountability. Critics argue that the proposed law could set a warning precedent if not properly scrutinized, calling for wider consultations and inclusive dialogue before any further steps are taken. As debate around the protection of Soverignty Bill 2026 continues to intensify, attention now turns to Parliament and lawmakers will address the concerns raised by various stakeholders in the country. Adding to the growing of criticism, the National Unity Platform has also weighed in the matter, speaking on behalf of the party. Its Secretary General Lewis Rubongoya expressed concern over the direction of the proposed law, emphasizing the needs of protection upholds the rights of citizens.
The said clauses grant the minister wide discretion to register, deregister, refuse, suspend, or revoke the operational certificates of anyone deemed to be an agent of a foreigner, with no meaningful procedural safeguards to restrain the existence of that power, the exercise of that power. This exposes opposition politicians, NGOs, investigative journalists, researchers, whistleblowers, and other real and perceived opponents of the minister and his appointing authority to political persecution.
Rubongoya stressed that any legislations passed by Parliament must reflect the will of the people and adhere critical of democratic principles, warning against provisions that could be prevising and limiting freedoms of awakening accountability. Liberty TV at 8.